everyone. My name is Kim, and I am the homeschooling Grammy. Yes, you heard it correct. I am a grandmother, and I homeschool. I homeschooled all of my now adult children that range in age between 25 and 30 years old. And now I am blessed to be homeschooling my 6-year-old grandchild. We have 4 grandchildren, one of which lives with us all the time. They range in ages between 7 months and 7 years old. It's the most awesome thing ever to be a grandmother. Anybody who is a grandmother knows it's even better than being a parent. It's just the best blessing ever. I would just like to be able to share my story with you all, let you know what's going on in our lives, how things have changed in the homeschooling community. They have changed immensely since I first started homeschooling in the mid-90s, back way before there was YouTube or cell phones or curriculum available right at your fingertips. It was so easy. It's so easy now compared to then. Back then, if there was a few other people you would be fortunate enough to know that actually homeschooled, maybe you could learn about some resources from them, but most of my resources came from catalogs. And they weren't even very good catalogs. Most of the time they were just, newspaper type catalogs. And so you'd be reading descriptions about this homeschool material, and you had really no idea what was inside. You had to go by a little tiny paragraph description of this material that you were thinking about purchasing. And so you would buy it, get it into your home, and start to utilize it, and you would be like, this is just not working. This is not right. And this time around, it's been wonderful. So much material is out there. So many resources. So many people. YouTube and just being able to go on a curriculum website, and a lot of times being able to even flip through virtual pages and listening to other people give reviews about the curriculum. Just everything has changed so much, and for the better. It's absolutely amazing. My favorite thing to do is to actually go online and research new curriculum. It's been so much fun for the last few years, actually, as we're planning what we're going to do in our homeschool. We feel it's very important that she has a well-rounded education. We don't just want the basic 3 R's. We want her to know Jesus. We want her to grow up to be a good human being all the way around, to be loving and kind and caring and considerate of others. And I want her curriculum to reflect those kinds of things that we want in our own home. So I was thinking, what better time than for our first video to go ahead and show you what we use for our planner. I used plum paper last year and I fell in love with it. It's just so much fun. You can go on their website and you can choose what cover you want, and you can choose whether you want it to be a 12-month planner or a 10-month planner, however it is that you homeschool. We tend to homeschool year-round. I feel like every day is a learning day. It doesn't mean that you're sitting down at the table or at your, at the desk with your child or whatever it is that you may be doing. To me, every day is a learning experience. So anyways, we chose the plum paper teacher planner. We absolutely love this planner. As you can see, it's nice and glossy. It has a cover. You can choose to put your initials in the front. You can put anything you want across the bottom. We actually have my grandchild's name on there. And also, I ended up putting the date, as I did last year also. But as you go inside of the planner, the very first page actually says teacher planner. And you're actually able to put your name at the bottom if you would like to tell, if you take your planner somewhere with you, which we tend to sometimes because we tend to school on the road. Sometimes we have stuff that needs to be done. So we pack up a bag and We bring the planner, we bring any of our other supplies that we may need for the day. It also has a full calendar for you. And I like to go ahead and kind of get an idea of what my schedule is going to be. We tend to school on a Sabbath type schedule, 6 weeks on, 1 week off. But we tend to stretch our time more evenly over the years. So we kind of do like year-round homeschooling with kind of a Sabbath type schedule. It works for us. Also on this page is special dates that you may have, whether you have field trips that are coming up for the month that you plan on doing, or you're going on vacation, or whatever it is that you might have. There's special dates pages that you can write in what's going on in your life. There's also ideas and plans page, so you can put down what kind of goals that you may have for your homeschool. So then it starts into your first month, and this is really nice kind of cardstock paper, glossy. It's really nice paper. So you start, mine starts in August, and there again, it has place for birthdays and events, different things you might need to remember. There's also a full notes page. And what I've been doing, at least I did last year, is I used this page to write down all of our read alouds that we do, because we do tons and tons of reading. We go to the library all the time. And then on this page starts the actual calendar. And I use this to write maybe different things that have happened or will happen for the month. I'm really big on stickers, so one of the things I like to do is to kind of like put stickers and stuff on the different pages of the month. And at some point I will actually go through how I do my lesson plans. That'll be another video altogether. So then you come to the actual lesson planning page. So as you can see on this side of the planner, there are a bunch of blank spaces. Now I purposely left them blank, but you can actually have plum paper, put in your subjects or whatever, your children's names, however it is you want your planner to be set up. You can use this here to do so. And then of course there's plenty of space to write in your lesson plans for the day. And then over here there's like another area where you can do check-offs. So this planner works really, really well for me. I've just really enjoyed it. I haven't used another one before, so I can't really, give any detail to any other planners, but this one works really well. So anyways, it goes all the way through. Mine goes from August all the way through to next July. So if you come all the way to the back to July and to the end of July, of course there's plenty of notes at the end of each month too. It actually has its own section in the back that actually says homeschool. I ordered the homeschool planner. So they do give you that option for homeschoolers. So after that comes the year's goals. So there's teachers' academic goals, teachers' personal goals, the students' academic goals, the students' personal goals. Has a place up here to put your student's name. Now you can actually have it customized for your family in that area too, but because we're only homeschooling one child, obviously I don't need more than one page for this. But if you have 5 or 6 children, you can go right ahead and have a page set up for each child. Then on the next page is a place that you can document all of your curriculum and your resources, which is really awesome. Love this page. I write down everything. We live in a state that's pretty high demand as far as what they want from you. So we have to keep track of the curriculum that we use. We need to keep track of how many days that we homeschool each year, our hours. Yeah, it's pretty intense, but that's okay. It's worth it. There's even a place in the back to keep an attendance record. So you can go ahead and keep track of attendance, which we need to do. So this book really works well for us. There's also, if you go further into the book, there's also a place where you can keep track of all of the reading. So you have a reading log for your student. There's also, we like to do field trips, so these are pretty cool too. A place where you can log field trips. To me, this planner is just perfect for what we do in our homeschool. It just works perfectly for us. And then there's even a place, if you like to plan way far in advance, which I'm always looking at curriculum, a thinking ahead page. So you can actually go ahead and put down next year's goals, whether they be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, or timely. There's professional goals, organizational goals, there's planning goals, professional goals, curriculum ideas, and field trip ideas. So just about anything that you could possibly think of that you would need to plan for your next year. So then on the next section is something called checklists. So you open that up, and there's just like a grid area. So you can list, like, it could be for anything, a checklist for just about anything. So you could go ahead and write it here and then check it off across here. And there's lots and lots of pages for that. And then in the very back, there's more pages for note taking, anything that you may find important that you might need to write down. And then on the very back, because it's for the 2018, this one is for the 2018-2019 school year, but it also goes all the way to 2020. So it actually has the following year's calendar on here too, which I thought was pretty neat. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little peek into my planner, one of my favorite things. And I hope to see you back really soon. It's been great meeting you all. Welcome to the Homeschool Grammy. I hope you come back, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.